All right, joining us in studio this morning is CivilBeat.com engagement reporter Gene Park. Thanks again for being here.
Good morning again.
As I've mentioned, I love having you guys in studio.
Happy Monday.
You too. Thanks for joining us on a holiday, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's talk about something very important, not only to journalists, but also to the public as a whole. Having access to public records. You guys are really taking a close look at this. Tell us about what you're doing.
Well, today CivilBeat begins a week-long examination of the high cost of public records here in Hawaii, how it goes and what might be done to make records more accessible. We did our own fairly systematic study of the problem by surveying all state and county agencies to find out what they were charging. So we asked all the responses to people who had asked for records to see what they were charged. But I mean, just to find out would cost us hundreds of dollars. It was $2,400 from the state, about $11,400 from the city. You know, we did end up spending $400, but it was actually pretty high for us to afford too, you know. We even speak with KITV's Chuck Parker, your news director, who also talked about a rockfall risk study in 2012 that you guys tried to get. And that was too expensive, and that was pushed back a couple months before you know, they decided to release it for free.
Yeah, it's just tough because sometimes too you just don't know whether or not it's going to be, it's going to produce what's worth the amount of money that you spent. So big discussion there. Glad you guys are doing more work on that.
Yeah, and it's going to be all week. So
fantastic. All right, let's talk about trying to get folks more engaged, including students in particular, right? There's a lot of talk about the importance of civic engagement, getting kids involved, how it plays a role in voting.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we all know how badly Hawaii performs when it comes to going to the polls.
It's pretty painful.
It's like in 2008, it was 31% of young adults in the state voted. It's pretty paltry, and it was dead last in the nation. So, you know, some teachers here are questioning whether the state is adequately preparing kids to be contributing members of a civic society. You know, they point to their limited awareness of certain facts, you know. Across the country, social studies and non-core subjects like art have taken a step back to math and reading. You know, that could be blamed to No Child Left Behind. So we talked to teachers and Education Chair Senator Joe Takuda to see exactly what solutions we can find in terms of educating our kids better.
Yeah, you guys have really done a lot of very in-depth projects on education, on how this is being broken down and what's working. I mean, there's a lot more discussion to be had about, you know, how effective it is here in Hawaii and how teachers are being evaluated and whatnot. So a lot to talk about the next few months.
Exactly, yeah. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Gene, so much for joining us. You can find the complete story we just discussed on CivilBeat.com. Plenty of great discussions on there. All right, coming up next.